Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the HIGH-5 podcast, HIGH-5 After Dark. I'm your host, Malcolm from Malcolm&Mary, and today we're going to take a peek at some beautiful products off the shelves of HIGH-5. I'm joined by my lovely co-worker and colleague, the Mr. Cannabis. What are we trying tonight, Caleb?
So today I have a Snicklefritz apple fritter. This is in the budgeteer case. Good little aid, great price. And the profile on it, oh my gosh, the smell alone. Read it back open. Skunky, has like that you're walking through an apple orchard, but like you're smelling mostly the fruit that is like gone ripe on the ground, or like gone overripe on the ground.
Okay.
But yeah, super good. I'm trying to grind it up. Very dense, very sticky. I don't want to reach my fingers back in there because it took me a while to get them not sticky. But yeah, pretty good. We'll see the breakup. We are going to roll this up in some little Vibes rice papers. Shout out to rice papers.
Yes.
Wherever they go to. Quite good yield. I put in a nug. I put in a nug about that size, and like a great yield came out.
Wow.
A lot more of that like sour overripe apple smell came through as you ground it up, but it's still pretty good smell.
Okay. On a scale of 1 through 10, how potent would you say that smell is?
6 out of 10.
Nice.
Not too potent, but still there.
Gotcha. Okay, very good. Okay. And then this is this a strain you've tried from Snicklefritz before?
This is not a strain I've tried from Snicklefritz. I do have a good reference of what apple fritter has to offer, so usually my apple fritter go-to is Good Earth, or I believe Mount Baker has an apple fritter.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm pretty familiar with apple fritter. I'm excited to see the way it shines through. The cool thing about Snicklefritz is that you can always have like a little like toss up on who your weed is actually from.
Right.
Because they procure it from other places and then they package it up for themselves. So this one is from Noble Farms. And I can do a little research and see if they have any other name brands. But yeah, I'm excited to see how it is.
Beautiful. Okay, absolutely. And as far as curb appeal, what would you rate that scale of 1 through 10?
I would rate it, let's get it under some light, give it a good chance. I would honestly rate it, well, for what's around it, I would rate it a 9 out of 10.
Wow. Okay.
But for like overall what we sell on our shelves, I would still give it like a 7.5 or an 8 out of 10.
Nice.
But it's has good color. It's nice and dense. If you are able to smell it, sometimes with bins we can open it up and it wafts smell. I think that would be a great curb appeal add to it. This would benefit really well from being in a deli style serving. Like how our neighbors in Oregon do it.
Yep.
And other places. But honestly, I think that looking, especially if you're sitting at that budget case and you're like, I want a good hybrid, right there.
Awesome.
Instant point out.
Okay, excellent, fantastic. Okay, apple fritter from Snicklefritz. Thank you, KBZ. And I too am going to be in the budget tier. We got a battle of the budget tier today, y'all. This is going to be Blazed. Now, Blazed, we literally almost never put on the podcast, quite literally. This is their Mimosa. Once again, in the 8th variety. This Mimosa is processed by Forbidden Farms. And although many of us are familiar with the Forbidden Farms in the realm of the concentrate, like I said, we don't get a chance to really highlight this in the flower realm. So we're going to go ahead and try this. It's called Simply Blazed. And as you can see, 3 decent nugs in here. We have 3 different varieties from Blazed right now on the shelf. It's the Jokers, this, and I believe there's one more. I just can't think of it. Purple Wookie. Yes. Yeah. Purple Wookie. But the Mimosa looked the best out of the bunch, so I wanted to at least give that a little shout out to highlight Blaze. And it sells very, very well. People seem to love the Mimosa from Blaze. And I don't know if that has anything to do with the percentage. Hopefully it doesn't. This is only coming in at 19%, which we love. I love anything under 20 because it makes them get rid of their ego and just try it, just to try it. So let's go ahead and crack this open. Let's see. This is actually also apple-y. It's got a nice little apple note to it. I'm not getting any diesel. I'm not getting any coffee. Barely getting any pine. You know what I'm saying? Really the only thing I'm getting from this is apple. Hopefully when I break this down, it breaks up a little bit, gets a little bit more scent forward. But I will say overall it's fairly sweet. And like, who is mad at that? If you did not have this in a Blaze package, you would never know. You would literally never know. You'd never fucking know. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, and like giving it a nice little squeeze test. It's beautiful. Look at the stick. Come on, bro. Look at this stick.
Oh.
Come on.
There you go.
Come on. So.
And honestly, what else can you ask for from budget weed?
Nothing. That it burns after that, and then I'm happy. And then I'm happy.
Right.
I too am gonna go in the same line as KBZ. I am gonna go ahead and roll this up. I find that if there ever is an opportunity to do more than just a gram, I like to do it, especially because at this budget tier level, I really want to put it to the test. But moisture content, I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10, 100%. Density, I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10, 100%. And hopefully the breakdown also follows suit. It smells really good. It's got a nice, apple is the only thing I can kind of think of. A nice little, maybe slightly skunk apple. But good trichome coverage. Maybe not the brightest green weed. Do I give a fuck? Nope. Not at all. Absolutely not at all.
Because what is it gonna be after it's smoked? Ash.
Okay. Gotta catch them all.
Like,
ash.
Color is nice. Of course, if I'm spending like a lot of money on it, must hit every single thing. If I'm spending over 40 over more.
Yeah, no, you can say that, yeah.
Okay, yeah, if I'm spending over more,
Oh yeah.
I'm not going to want. I'm gonna be very picky.
Yeah.
I still am. I still am. Every time I pick out weed, I'm like, which one? Nope, not that one. Oh, okay, none of them look good. I'm not getting that strain then. It sounded great, but let's go back to Doc and Yeti. Let's go back to like these tried and true methods.
Yes, and speaking of which, that Gelato 41's getting better. It's
gosh,
literally, it's getting better. Like I keep recommending it, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, can I check some out?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then I go to lift up a jar, and I'm like, "Did I check this out?" I'm like, it's like transforming into like this ridiculous straight. I love it.
We little heads up, but we are getting a shipment ready to pull out of Doc and Yeti. They have a Road Rage OG in there. Some of the best looking Road Rage we've had in a while. Really? And I just looked at the grams. Like, for me to say that for just the grams.
And there you have it.
Wow.
And there you have it. Wow. Okay. Thank you, KB. I am very excited now.
Yeah.
Road Rage 2.0. Keep it coming, Doc and Yeti. Big shout out to y'all. Genuinely. Doc and Yeti is out of bounds. The biggest of shout outs. Also, just because you thought you were safe, favorite Doc and Yeti strain?
Ooh.
5, 4,
Swamp
3.
Thing.
Oh, it's a great one.
Swamp Thing. It's always between Redheaded Stranger and Swamp Thing.
Fair.
But yeah, the only reason I didn't say Lemonage is up there. Lemonage has not been consistent every single time.
Okay.
Well, as consistent as the others. But yeah, Lemonage is up there too.
Wow, very good. Very, very good. Okay, very fair. Thank you, KBZ. And I will say breakdown, I'm going to give this a very solid 8 out of 10. It's not filling the grinder, and I did grind up a decent amount. You know, we still have what looks like an entire eighth in this bag. I'm rolling it in the Binsky papers. Excited about that. Big shout to Binsky once again in their edibles. And yeah, we're going to see what this is all about. Also, before we get into everything, I want to give a big shout out to Germany legalizing it today. Big shout out to Germany, an amazing, amazing feat. And we're so happy to have y'all back on the circuit as well to rock and roll with us. There's a lot of fun to be had worldwide. I need it worldwide everywhere.
Catch us in a year with HIGH-5 Germany.
Yes.
HIGH-5 Berlin, you know.
Yes. Oh my God. It would be so lit. And it will be.
It will be.
Yeah, I'm at this phase in life, man. Don't question anything. Don't doubt anything. Anything can be. Where there is a will, there is a way, and that is such a fact. Where there is a will, there is a way. You know what I'm saying? Rock and roll. Okay, now KBZ, did you get a chance to roll that bad boy?
Yes, it's rolled up. It's actually pretty straight, which is.
Don't doubt yourself.
No, it's not about my skills.
Fair.
Dry pull. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Okay, let me take water first.
Yes. Palate cleanser.
Palate cleanser. Okay. No, that is right. A lot of apple.
Really? Wow.
Like, a lot of apple.
Like suspicious apple or like
No.
natural weed apple?
This is natural weed apple, but like, I was expecting weed apple.
Right.
But this is like apple weed.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
I love that. I love
but
that.
It's not anywhere near like when you think of like an apple candy, you're never gonna know.
Okay.
If it tastes like that, I'm kind of suspicious, unless it stabs. But
Fair. Now, if you were blindfolded, would you be able to tell that that was weed, like smell-wise?
oh, definitely, yeah.
Fair. Okay.
It's not like, I don't know. It's definitely how like it's pretty loud in the weed department. Like you probably couldn't have this chilling in your bag and people not find it. But
Wow.
like
Okay.
it's still there.
Very fair.
If they like weed, then they'd be like, "Ooh, what's this?"
Look. Okay. And then they're told to back up because
Right.
this was.
Like, this is mine. This is my budget case pick.
Yes. Okay. Very fair. And if you had one flavor of tobacco product to roll that in, what do you think it would go best with so far?
Oh, I would say tobacco product. I would say a green Swisher or
Ooh.
a banana backwood.
Oh.
I'm terrible at rolling backwoods. I used to be good. Cannot roll.
What do you mean?
I also don't have a reason to try, but
Fair.
that's the reason.
Fair.
Is that I'm just like I've been like out of practice with it for a while. But I would definitely say a banana backwood would be good. So you have like the apples and bananas kind of thing.
Absolutely. That sounds incredible.
That throws me back to when I was a young little, I just turned 21. Cookies in Portland had opened up, and that was one of the strains that they had like pushed out a lot of was apples and bananas. It was good. It wasn't that much good.
Well. Okay.
Yeah, this is pretty smooth so far. I'm pretty happy with it.
Do you think the flavor is translating from the dry pull?
No.
Fair. That's fair.
It's good. It's not harsh. It's not bad. Like I would definitely say like I would give this to someone and they'd be like, okay, I'd smoke this. Like no matter who they are.
Fair. And it goes back into the even if they didn't know. You know what I'm saying? If they didn't know it was a budget tier, that's what this episode is about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Are you, like I say, are you smarter than a 5th grader? Are you higher than the budget tier?
Right. Exactly. And that's the thing, too, is like, we're late in summer. We've gone to a lot of parties this summer already.
Look.
Our wallets are hurting, baby. So if you can go up and you can spend as much as you would normally spend on like an A, or like if you can spend as much as you normally spend in the middle or top shelf on an A and get this stuff, you'll get like half.
Come on.
Easy.
Easy.
No questions. When someone's like, oh, I want a half, I'm like, okay, here you go, right here. And they're always like, oh my gosh, that's cheap. Yeah.
And we're not talking $10 ounces.
No. But that little trim, that tea.
I can't do it. Every time somebody looks at it, I'm just like, no. I'm just like, no. Sorry. No deal in the world. And somebody was like, why? Because you don't know what else is mixed with? I said, maybe. Maybe. I don't know what that is. No.
That's probably the roots of the plant. The stalk.
The pollen.
Not even the stem.
It's the pollen. Oh my God. Oh.
Reduce, reuse, recycle, baby.
No. I love that. Okay, very fair. Thank you, KBZ. And in this, we have the Mimosa once again from Blaze. We got our little doobie doobs in the Binsky. Give it a dry pull. It's a little bit more lotiony than it is like really apple, but it's kind of coming across like, you know, a little scented lotion. Is it offensive? No. And actually, I'm maybe even, it's like coming across a little cushy. Sometimes, I will say, sometimes OGs have a sweetness to them that come out a little appley. So I'm happy to see that being the case. Let's go ahead and light this bad boy up. And also, KBC, because you thought you were safe, favorite food item made with fire. Cooked with fire.
Ooh, tandoori chicken. Oh, the spicier the better. Like, not outrageously spicy.
You want to taste it, yeah.
I want to taste it, but like, tandoori chicken, and one of my favorite memories as a kid was my aunt had, her husband had made every Sunday tandoori chicken, and he had built it like a grill outside for it.
Yes.
And he'd have the whole like tandoor and just like fill it with all of the spices. He'd be like, how spicy do you want it today? I'd be like, give me the spice. I was like 5, 6 years old. I was like, give me all the spice. And I was eating with them, eating off the bone. That was so good. Because you thought you were safe. What is your favorite? What is your favorite zucchini dish?
Parmesan zucchini fried. Easy.
Oh.
That shit's bomb as fuck. That's honest, but and that's a little bit of a cop out because that's maybe the only zucchini thing that I eat. But yeah, that shit's fire. I worked at Olive Garden. We had that as an appetizer. Also, I've had that at another restaurant. I can't quite remember where I've had that. But yeah, really good. Also, Chuck, this just reminded me, rutabaga. So I asked somebody what their favorite rutabaga was. Chuck found a Parmesan crusted rutabaga dish, like little rutabaga fries. And that sounded fire too when he looked it up. And he was like, yeah, Chuck was saying it was maybe like only 5 ingredients also.
I've heard of jicama fries. Jicama fries are bomb.
That sounds fire. You know what I saw? Somebody made a cheeseburger and then took Spam, like sliced the Spam into fry shape and fried that. And like had it on the side with the cheeseburger. I was like, I'm drooling.
It gives you the super salty. You don't need bacon on the cheeseburger.
No.
Very little salt on the cheeseburger.
Yes.
You can even insert those into them.
Yes, because sometimes you make bacon and you put it on a burger, but and although it's bacon, it's not going to get too lost. It gets lost though sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of ingredients going on. That Spam on the side allows you to have your own crispy, salty pork bite. You know what I mean? Really good.
Yeah.
Okay, but as I take these hits, the very first hit and this hit, it's also the first smoke of the day, but I'm getting a tiny little cough, which I'm not upset about. Still able to talk through it. Not really getting a burn in the back of my throat at all. Let's see. I'm actually getting a sweetness on the inhale, on the French inhale. I want to say it's a nice kind of vanilla, but I want to be sure. And once again, this is the Mimosa. Is anything about this giving me orange or giving me champagne? Let's see. No. I gotta say no. It is a little bit of vanilla on the inhale. I could see if you maybe called this like apple cider mimosa, or maybe like a vanilla mimosa or something like that. You know, something clever. I think it would define it better. But yeah, so far, just getting a little bit of vanilla, just getting, you know, some pine notes. That's about it. As far as how it's burning, it's doing well. I had to relight it because I started yapping and rambling. Also, big shout out to Yo Gabba Gabba for no reason. No reason.
Yo Gabba Gabba's the go.
That they are. That they are. Okay, now, KBZ, what direction do you think this is pulling you towards so far?
This is definitely like I want to do something kind of energy. I'm kind of listing things off in my head that I need to do in the next few days, like just as I'm like listening into the conversation.
Yes, yes.
It definitely is. I would say that if as of a time of day that I would smoke this so far, I would probably smoke this like afternoonish.
Okay.
Just because it's like a good pick me up. Like I would see this like coming home from work, smoking a little bit of this, getting a little bit of house cleaning done.
Okay.
And then like making dinner. Like this would be as you're making dinner, smoking this. It does have like a little bit of a, like I could munch right now, but I don't need to.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Were you hungry before you started?
No, I just ate actually. So like.
Okay, what'd you eat?
I had made a chicken sausage Alfredo with. I had rigatoni in my cabinet, and I made the Alfredo from scratch, basically super easy.
Beautiful.
And then I put in some broccoli and some grated carrots.
Mm.
And then I had some peppers that I decided to just like cut up and eat raw on the side because I didn't want to. I forgot about them and I didn't put them in.
Yes.
So I just ate raw peppers on the side. It was great.
Yes, yes. I love that. I love peppers. Also, speaking of hot and spicy, hope everybody's been staying hydrated out there. Although we are to the end of the heat wave, it's still hot. Don't, take care of yourself, everybody out there. It's no joke. Also, big shout out to all the pools because also be careful the rivers and lakes. I'm sorry, I should say the rivers. The rivers out here are a little, they're getting nar, and there's an algae bloom. And it is very, very dangerous and can cause things like sepsis. So you must be careful. I think our days at the river might be a little numbered because it's not looking so hot. But also you can check the levels of the rivers through the portlandpark.gov and the Vancouver, Clark County, or wherever county you're in. You can check through there as well. But yeah, we were literally on our way to George Rogers Park yesterday. And they were like, and we were like, okay, let's go to the pool. I think we'll go to the pool. So be safe out there, y'all. And also big shout out to all the lifeguards worldwide. They were at the kids, the Creston Park pool. Literally, the kids section is so crazy. They need 3 lifeguards. And they rotate every 10 minutes. I was like, this is ridiculous. Tell the kids stop fighting. How about that? Tell them stop drowning each other. You wouldn't need to jump in the water every 10 seconds. Where are their parents? Parents, if you bring your child to the pool, don't just leave them for the lifeguard. Please, still be a parent. Right. Still be a parent. Please, still be vigilant. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could walk off with your child. The lifeguard is not there to save that. That is not their job. And they won't also be paying attention to that. They don't know who you came with. Also, nevertheless, mind you, everybody worldwide be safe. Okay, very fair. KBZ, would you consider this more of a head high or a body high?
I'm feeling it like centralized more in my more like in my upper chest, like neck area. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty floaty. My body feels like a good stark floaty euphoria kind of vibe.
Oh.
It definitely makes me think of how Miracle Alien Cookies makes me feel. It definitely is like a floaty, kind of spacey vibe. But I'm not feeling as impaired in the head, thought wise, as I am with Mimosa.
Absolutely. Okay, very fair. Okay. Excellent. Would you consider this more uplifting or more sedative?
Uplifting.
Nice.
I'm tired today, but it's definitely more uplifting.
Would you consider this creative at all?
Yes. I think I would have to be in the zone to be creative, but it definitely, I was in the zone to play video games. I had just made dinner, ate, and then I sat down to play video games. I was like, oh, the podcast. And then, but yeah, I definitely want to go back to that.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't see what I wouldn't want you to do. This would be great for just getting ready to do something and just taking the action. I'm just gonna smoke this last thing and go do it.
Bomb. Love that. Okay, very fair. Okay. Thank you, KBZ. And it seems as though it is time for that scale of 1 through 10. Would you recommend? I will start us off, do it all in one. This is the Mimosa from Blaze. This little guy comes in the budget tier at an amazing deal, one of the cheapest options. As I'm talking on this, I have had to light it maybe once or twice. It's still burning like a champ though, nevertheless, you know what I'm saying? Great hit on it. When you do a French inhale, I tasted most of my nose, really. I don't really taste it much in my mouth at all. The nose is on this in particular. But that last one actually had some apple in it. So it is apple and vanilla. And that's very pleasant. It's really unique and it's very pleasant. However, I don't know that I would be able to taste that in glass. In a joint, French inhaling it, yes, I can taste this. And I'm still magnifying glass, searching for that. You know what I'm saying? But it's there. But in the glass, I don't know that I would be able to be the case. So I might, knock it for that. Also, effect-wise, this is more of a body high. It's a very absent body high. I'm not really paying attention to my body at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm way more present in, what I'm feeling mentally, how I'm feeling mood-wise, and, the stimulation of the podcast. Would I consider this more uplifting or sedative? This, too, is a little bit more on the uplifting side. But, my legs are undeniably sedated. My shoulders and my arms are definitely, pulsating with a little bit of sedation, for sure. Would I consider this functional or not functional? All right. let me actually put this out because now I'm just wasting it. But I would consider this. I would go ahead and say house functional. Inside the home, whatever I got to do, I think I can do it. I feel good enough to do it. Sometimes you feel lazy, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But also, what I consider this relaxing. No, I would not consider this relaxing. I don't feel any more at ease than I was when I started. You know what I'm saying? Which also makes me think that if I were worked up or anxious, this would not be the exit door. You know what I'm saying? It would not be this option. Yeah, this is not an exit door for anxiety. Okay, now, would I consider this creative? Yes, because I can think of things like that. You know what I'm saying? Really enjoying that aspect of the high. But yeah, other than that, my eyes are low. My ears kind of have an ear muff kind of feeling, which feels really unique and nice. I also am in a good mood. You know what I'm saying? Life has been very, very amazing. As always, every day, man. Do it every day. Every day. Get after it every day. I feel like this is something in the budget tier. Like I said, are you crazy? Potency, this is literally like this is an easy 8.5 out of 10 potency. Very, very easy. I do like these desired effects. I am getting some nice butterflies in my stomach for sure. It feels like I don't feel hot anymore. I literally was hot. And see, and that's also a testament to, like I said, I forgot about my body. I literally just said that. Physically, it's not as much of an experience because as the mental. Like, I'm not even noticing it. It's like I was sweating before this. I'm literally not even sweating. Look at Mary Jane coming by with a fan just to cool me off. She brought me a uma frio gelada. She brought me a nice cold beer, a great drink, bebida ótimo. Love it. That's Portuguese word of the day. Ótimo. Great.
Great.
Ótimo. Sim. Ótimo. Beautiful. Also, big shout out to everybody speaking Portuguese and another language worldwide. KBZ, when's the last time you got on Duolingo? Go.
A week ago.
You know what? KBZ, how will we ever take over the world if you don't get on every day?
I know.
KBZ, tell the people out there what you're learning on Duolingo.
So, right now I'm learning German.
Bomb. Look, just in time.
German.
Just in
right?
time.
I'm training to go to Germany.
Look, you're going to say, can I have this? And which one is upper, downer?
The good thing is that a lot more people in Germany speak English than a lot more other countries.
Very fair.
So.
Very fair.
Especially in like Berlin.
Weed. And especially in a dispensary, they're gonna be speaking English, 100%.
They said weed. Right there, that
Look. I went to Thailand. I walked in. He said, "Hey, what's up, man?" I said, "What the fuck?" I did not expect him to say that. They were literally listening to rap music. He was like, "Hey, what's good, bro?" I was like, "What?" He's like, "Oh." I was like, "Wow." He was like, "It's your first time?" I was like, "Yes." And I'm not ready for this. It was great. Big shout to Germany. That's great. Okay, excellent. Yeah, KBZ. Now you set up. What you do now is you set up Canna tours in Germany as an English speaking tour guide.
So what I need to do is I've been wanting to become a weed sommelier, where they come to your house or they come, they do whatever making one, and they just like talk about the weed, blah blah blah. Yeah. I want to do that, catered to a person, and I want a legalization to come through for all of the U.S. and for us to be able to open up a shop that lets you sell, like, not even like people pick out their own stuff, like still sell the way we do, but to someone, let them sit down and smoke it right in front of you. You prepare their joints, you prepare their blunts, you prepare their bong for them.
Yes.
You heat the dab up to the perfect temperature.
That part. You roll the joint. You roll the joint correctly. Yes.
You roll the joint correctly.
Yes.
You flick
Yes.
it. You cut off
Yes.
the little tip.
Yes.
You present it nice.
Yes. Yes. And all of that while talking about the product.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
KBZ, that's a
make
beautiful.
the salad next to you at the table.
Yes.
It's like you're making your salad that you're gonna smoke.
Yes.
I need this to come true.
I could not agree more. I could not agree more. And KBZ, that is such a brilliant point, because when I did have that experience in Thailand, they sold it to me, and then I sat down and smoked it. Yes, inside. You can do it inside.
Yeah.
But after that, they were done with me. Like, there was no more interaction. And I kind of felt, although it was such a cool experience to be in there smoking weed, sitting on this beautiful couch, watching TV, I felt very alone. Like, I felt very out of place, kind of. Like, there was nothing to welcome me there except me, smoke, and that's it. And it's like, I felt more comfortable smoking outside, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Because now they're just back behind the cash register doing their job. And it's awkward.
I want it to be a lounge experience where, like, honestly, any investors, hit me up.
Look.
But I want it to be a lounge experience. You have a bud tender at the bar. They can hand out glass for rent, hand out, like, joints, hand out your weed, do all of that.
Yes.
And then you have, like, VIP booths that people can have a weed sommelier come up and do all of that stuff.
Suit and tie.
I have
suit and tie.
Baby.
No, that's a beautiful idea. Okay, first name that comes to mind for an establishment like this. Under KBZ. It's under you. So this is your venture. Wow. It's hard. Look.
It's hard.
You got it though.
I don't know, something like I don't know, idyllic lounge, something.
Okay. And the theme of this lounge is for people to get a catered and guided escape and experience.
Very much that. I want it to be like lights turned down, like still have a good vibe, not necessarily like.
What's the paint? Is there different? There's different
vibes per room.
That's rooms. Okay, Bob.
It's not necessarily like small room. Someone rents out a room. It's like you have your main area, which is like kind of a little clubby. There's usually like live music in the corner. There's we have like TVs around so people can watch shows or movies, sports, whatever.
Okay.
We have like a little like theater, small theater, 20 people showing movies. People can smoke and eat in the movie theater.
Which they will.
And then we have our VIP booths, which are like 10 people tops, two VIP rooms or something. And that is where you get your black tie experience.
Black tie experience.
Yes.
Wow.
Theme nights every night.
Wow.
Different sales depending on what vendor we have that day.
Yes. A great idea.
The vendor reps would come in and they would prioritize our store because they would be sitting there and enjoying the atmosphere. What
we would need to do is buy a house. You know what I'm saying? Just do it in a house. And every room and every, you know what I'm saying, kind of guide that. It's like how people turn houses into restaurants. Same. That would be brilliant. Okay, nevertheless, sorry, back to weed. I do think this is good for, pain. I think this is good for the heat. This is beautiful on a summer day. I would consider this social. I would consider this Corona Ramble. And once again, this is the Mimosa from Blazed. Smoke experience total. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the first couple of hits could have been a little bit smoother. But then you literally watch me chief this entire thing. And it's still not done. Well, and this is literally look at this. It's ridiculous. Literally ridiculous. So, this has to be a 9 out of 10, a 9.5 out of 10. Overall, that's for overall. And would I recommend this? Yes. You have to. Why wouldn't you? You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you? Especially, and even people that are looking to buy something in the middle tier, you know you want to go buy you some cookies after this. You know you want to stretch your dollar, get you your munchy snacks on the way home.
Right.
Save you will literally double the amount for the same price of quality. You know what I'm saying? Don't let the name fool you. And let's see. Do they use, well, they don't list that they use pesticides. They actually don't list much on here at all. But that's okay. It's sun-grown cannabis.
Yeah.
Which we do love. Okay, nevertheless. KBZ, what are we thinking?
I will say overall, I am going to stick with a 9. I wanted to give it an 8, but there's no reason I don't give it a 9.
Fair.
Why not, you know? It definitely has me, like, I'd smoked probably a gram of it so far.
Okay.
Did not feel like it. Like, it did not feel like the smoke was going that well.
Wow.
I didn't have to relight it unless I was talking a lot. I didn't have to, like, baby it along. I rolled it well, which was, I mean, hey, me.
Hey.
But, like, I definitely would say it's your argument. It's definitely like, why not get more for your buck and leave and then go get munchies. Leave and go get food cart.
Yes. Okay, KBZ, you leave the dispo. You just got your discount. You realize the budget tier. What do you grab when you go home? 5.
Oh.
4.
There is
3.
Birria PDX. There's a taco stand right next to my house. So that's definitely
Who is it?
where I go to. Birria PDX.
Okay, what do you get from there?
I get 3 queso tacos and consomme.
Beautiful. Excellent.
And you just dunk it. The one over here is not open, so I have to go to a different birria place. It's still open in St. John's, but the one over here is gonna be my new favorite because the one I used to go every time when I lived in Portland, every single Friday, I would get paid. I would go there, have my order. I would take it home. I would get blitz the house down.
Oh my god.
And eat that. Best nights of my life. Literally just sitting there, just eating, watching anime.
It'd be like that too.
Exactly.
It do be like that.
Demon Slayer, just like high crisscross applesauce on my face, like eating birria and consomme.
Perfect.
It's great.
Perfect. He said crisscross apples. I have to write that down. That has me dead. I have not heard that in a long time. That was good.
Applesauce, baby. Hands on your knees.
Oh my god. Too good. Okay, very good. Okay, but fair. And then overall you were sticking with a 9. And then we recommend.
I would recommend, yeah.
We recommend. Okay, very fair. Well, big shout out to the budgeteer. Big shout out to Blaze and Snicklefritz. It seems as though this has brought us to a close. I want to give a big shout out also to everybody smoking weed worldwide. HIGH-5, the HIGH-5 Supply, and HIGH-5 Stevenson and Mavs. Big shout out to KBZ, as always, rocking and rolling. We will see you all next time. Stay high and humble, y'all. Peace.